Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, I'll be expressing my opinion based on my experience to help you out that you should know these things before visiting Azerbaijan, Baku. The main problem that I felt there is the English problem, because in Azerbaijan, I'm telling you whatever I my opinion is. In Azerbaijan, they don't understand English. They don't speak English. So when language becomes a barrier, you can't express everything through action. So hardly anybody speaks English, and they're like broken English. If somebody speaks, and I don't think they were that fluent. Some very few could speak. So be careful of this fact that English is a really main barrier there. Okay. Second thing, when you reach the airport, Baku airport, exchange money at the airport for at least survival till you reach the city area. It's better if you're taking the bus from the airport shuttle. It's better that you get a single manat, like one manat, not a 5 manat note. I don't know if there's a 5 manat note or not, because I saw 10 manat note. But if you take a single 1 manat note and then 1 manat more, like 2 manats, then it's easy to get the airport card that is outside there. This is the Baki card that I got outside the airport, just next outside the airport. But the lady inside told me that I should have a 1 manat single, 2 notes, like 2 manats. So because the money wouldn't be given back, so I thought 2 manat was the fare that is charged to take me to, because I wanted to go to 28th May station in Baku. Okay, next thing, Baki card. Okay, this cost me 2 manat. It's light plastic. Baki card. I don't know what's the meaning of Baki card. Maybe it means Baku card. Uh, when I inserted this into the machine through the help of an Azerbaijan person, because I couldn't understand the English, because the language that the machine was showing was not in English, so I could not understand a single word. So I asked some local guy to help me. When he checked on the machine, it showed that the fare is 1.30 manat to reach from the airport till 28th May station where I wanted to go. But when he inserted those 2 manats, nothing came back. Uh, like I should have gotten 70 cents, but it did not come back. So, and the card, as the local people told me, this card is usable only once. So, I mean, so you should bear this in mind, that maybe I think if one has cents, maybe if someone inserts 1 manat and then those cents, then maybe it was okay. But as the lady inside told me that I should insert 2 manats, so I did that, because obviously I did not know their language or anything. Okay, this is the thing. Then bakery food. Compared to my country, the bakery food that I ate there, I ate very less because I was there for a very short period of time. But near Nizami Street, I found a bakery, and luckily the food was much less oilier than in my country, because normally in my country we have very oily bakery food, and I don't tend to eat very spicy or very oily food. I asked them the name of the thing that I ate, but they couldn't understand me, and they just said cheese. It was funny also because it was something with cheese inside, salted cheese. So, but I had asked them that it was halal. They said yes, it is halal. Because I'm a Muslim, I have to be very careful. I don't drink or smoke or anything. Okay. Now, being a lady, if you are a lady watching this video, I must tell you that mashallah, mashallah, by the grace of Allah, it felt so safe in Baku at night, because in my country also, in my city, normally it's better that women, should not go at night or even in daytime to areas which are very, uncrowded, lonely streets or something. But as I was looking for my hostel there, I had reached there at night time. So, and I did not have a sim, so I was just trying to find the hostel there. Felt so safe in the streets because even if there were guys, I did not feel unsafe, which is great, which is super. I think beautiful that nobody tried to disrespect me or anything. Okay, now what happened when I came out of the airport and reached the city, the station, and then I started looking for my hostel. I tried to stop a few people and ask them or call them that, excuse me, could you help me? So few people, what they did was they just, shook their hand in the air and like just walked away. So I was feeling like, okay, two three people have done this to me. Are they rude or something? They're not even saying sorry or something that we don't speak English. Something. But gradually, as a little bit time I spent there, I found out that they're not actually rude. They do not know what my opinion is. They do not know how to communicate in English. So I think they prefer rather to just walk away than to say anything because they don't know. Because language was such a huge barrier in Azerbaijan, which I had no idea of. I thought that, like in other countries, we do survive with a little bit of English. So I thought that no, they are not rude. They do not know how to communicate, so they go away. It's not that they don't want to help you. Now, Azerbaijan in guys don't follow or stare at you. As I am a Muslim, I had covered my head, and normally, even in my own country, I don't wear makeup. So it's not that I was wearing flashy clothes or revealing clothes or anything. It's very good that they don't follow you. And as I was moving around, nobody tried to stop me or make comments at me or anything. And if you are unable to tolerate cold weather, don't go to Azerbaijan in winter because the winter is extremely cold. I could not stand it. I am not used to it. So I must say, don't visit there in cold season if you want. Overall, Azerbaijan people are extremely nice, mashallah. They try to help you even if they can't understand. Some of them, like they try to help you at least as much as they can. Some of the guys were so helpful, even if they could not understand English. They if they could get an idea of what I was saying, they tried to help a little bit. That was great, mashallah. Azerbaijan people are super nice by the grace of Allah, and they're Muslims, alhamdulillah, like me. So it was a beautiful experience, mashallah. But I was there for a very short period of time. Maybe next time if I visit it, it's good. But overall I would rate that besides the barrier of language, it's a very good place because it's very clean also. And for Muslims, cleanliness is a must, and it's very clean, mashallah. It's very, very good. But at the airport, you don't have those washrooms like Muslims normally prefer, that shower next to the commode. That was, I think, disappointing. But overall, it's very nice place, mashallah. Very nice. Azerbaijan Zindabad.